Welcome to video 4 of 5 on the Going Pro Talent Fund training plan. This is, as we've said before in our other videos, it's a tool to help you organize your trainings and trainees and get them all in one place prior to completing your application, just so you're aware of who's taking what and how that looks and what your scheduling all looks like. We're going to discuss each of the sections separately and then give you some tips and tricks for making sure that your plan really accurately shows the trainings for which you're applying. So I have the training plan open here in the video, and it's showing just what it looks like when you open the file. We're going to roll down here because we are in this blue section right now, and we're going to be looking at new employees who are taking on the job training. So this center section right here, columns V, W, and X are kind of where this is mainly going to be concentrated. So these are new employees, also called new hires, receiving on the job training. So starting in line 117, which is right here, also known as the 1, we're going to be entering the position title of this position to be filled. So we're going to call this production 1. So this is a production worker 1. We don't know who this is because they're not hired at the time of application. That's why they're in the new hire section. And we're going to call this $14.50 an hour. So we're going to enter their job title. We don't know the name. We're then entering the hourly wage of the position. Once if this were to get approved, then we would have a place to enter the date hired after this time. Note that all training for the Going Pro Talent Fund for 2021 has to occur no earlier than February 1st of 2021 post-approval. Now what we're going to do is in column V, we're going to come over here to the blue section, and in this line 117, so cell V117, we are going to enter that hourly wage, again, $14.50 an hour. And this has to match the same amount that you put over here. These two have to jive. And note then that this next section is going to be the number of hours trained on the job. So we will enter those hours trained, and note that this is the number of hours needed for the new hire to get up to speed on the new position. So each employer sets this number for themselves, but we typically see an OJT length as being between 160 and 240 hours. That's very, very typical. So if we call this 160, what the system is going to do here is it's going to do the math for us, and it's going to, I'm going to roll over here so you get all of this. It's going to show that $14.50 an hour. They're going to train for 160 hours. The value of that OJT is $23.20. It's going to total everything over here. $2,320 is the total amount of the training, and of that, $1,500 will be requested for the Going Pro for this individual, leaving $820 in cash contribution or leverage over the request. It is of particular importance to note that all training and retention has to be completed by January 31 of 2022, meaning that all of these new hires with 160 hours of on-the-job training have to be hired no later than about the 1st of October. And new hires with larger amounts of OJT hours will need to be hired even sooner. And we'll need you to see your business solutions rep for dates and limits and different scenarios. They can assist you with that information. Also note that column X totals on its own, and so does AJ, AK, and AL. All of those all total on their own, and please do not enter information into those columns. So with this one trainee, this Going Pro request would be for $1,500, and it also gives you a handy place to tell you how much to enter in on your application for the Going Pro Talent Fund.